The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines the term rap as being so creatively bankrupt for video ideas that you rely on a dictionary definition as your opener. And frankly, I think we need some fact checkers on that. I always thought rap was a genre of music. Fine then, if you think you're so clever, Webster, I'll have you know I once led a remarkable career of my own in this field, meaning you'll once again be joining me in the YouTuber flashback void while I await the inevitable Andrew Mason's Inc. themed Friday Night Funkin' mod. That's when I'll know I've hit it big. Okay, we finally get to talk about this little guy, this freaking thing. At the age of 10, after spending half a year in lockdown, I think I just forgot how to talk to people. So as soon as I was released back into a social environment, a new school no less, my only form of socialization was to explain the lore of my childhood comics to everybody I knew, say we're friends now, and then hang around them at all times because we're friends now. This was all with the quote-unquote cool crowd, the kids that knew what a sport was. And although I'd literally already made friends with a group of people who were more similar to myself, I decided to abandon them every single day in order to talk with these cool kids. If they laugh at a joke you make, it's a good day. If they do not laugh at a joke you make, then you are unworthy of love. That was essentially the logic I was using. A year later, in 6th grade, I actually did do a thing they thought was cool. It was middle school study hall, and people were doing the middle school study hall thing of doing anything except studying. I look up and see the elite crowd doing what appears to be a rap battle. No freaking way, I thought. That's like the thing from Luigi vs. Tails cartoon rap battles. The two had their Chromebooks open, both on Google Docs, where they had written down a single roast, which leads me to believe this might not have actually been a rap battle. So while the great Jimothy Bing Boying is saying, hey, this guy over here likes men, I started typing a rap of my own. And because I was the only person who wrote down more than one insult and the lyrics actually rhymed with one another, I was crowned king of the rap battles. What an incredible victory. I don't need my other friends this week, but shortly thereafter I was challenged by a new opponent. That kid who I once made an entire video dunking on only to subsequently delete it because I used his actual name and had for some reason told the name of my channel to a different bully of mine, who once it released immediately went and told the kid I was insulting about it. The quote-unquote feud the two of us had was really embarrassing and pathetic from both sides, so this is my formal apology to name removed. But yeah, that was the kid who challenged me to the second rap battle. I typed up another one, but I guess he just chickened out last minute, until we ran out of time to actually battle, so I had to rap my diss track to him as we were leaving STEAM class, Chromebook at hand, saying stinky poopy idiot to the person that probably wasn't even listening. And it was through this and many following rap battles that it was quite clear that I was the only one who actually cared about this. But this was my whole thing, my claim to fame. The one thing that actually impressed those cool kids. As I became more of an active rapper, I stopped doing entirely diss tracks and moved on to just general raps. One day during 7th grade, I got to unveil my latest hit, the iconic AC Corndog song, School Rap. School, it's cruel, it's so uncool, people think that I'm a fool, I'm just used as a tool, I'm tumbling, fumbling at the butt of many jokes, my social skills have seemed to just croak, my gullibility is an anomaly, but you just have to see that that's not really me. Yeah, this is the only one I still have fully memorized, and I do indeed remember that it was just a complete cry for help. The whole point of the song being that I thought everyone else thought I was an idiot, and the people who I thought that they thought I was an idiot didn't actually comment on this and just said they liked the song. But it was still positive reception, so I didn't really care. Full version on Patreon. Partway through 7th grade, a new kid came in, and as somebody who still considered myself a new kid, despite having been there for 3 years already, I was not happy about the fact that he somehow managed to make everybody his friend in a matter of 2 days. All this while also being remarkably smart and getting good grades. Not to mention, when I got him as a STEAM partner, he was the only one to actually open up to me about his social anxiety, and we bonded over childhood comics. Yeah, no duh, I was jealous of him, he could connect with literally everybody flawlessly. And it was obvious that he would have been my next in line for a rap battle. So the usual process occurred. We went off on our separate ways to write raps on Google Docs, bring our Chromebooks back, except for the fact that this new kid had not been informed that these were pre-scripted rap battles, and all the other kids egged me on to make up the rap as I went along, just like he was. I unfortunately cannot improvise rhyming insults. I can't look a man in the face and call him gay. I need to be looking at his reflection in a greasy computer screen with the words typed out saying, "He is gay." And I vividly remember how I felt after that first loss, staring out the raindrop-dotted window in sorrow, asking God how he could let this happen. God told me the rapping stuff was pathetic and that I need to pick up a Bible. So I rematched New Kid to a rematch. And then I won because I called him Nerd Emoji. The final rap battle with New Kid was a nice little bow on my whole career, as I would have to transfer to a different middle school the following week because the students kept bullying the teachers out of teaching. It was a classic tale of the music industry. Early fame and success, slow decline in popularity, downfall and low point in public consciousness, and last final hurrah before retiring permanently. No drugs though, but maybe then I would have at least been able to concentrate on my studies instead. In the end though, much like my feud with Name Removed, this whole rapping career was obviously really pathetic and also a glorified coping mechanism for my unfulfilled obsession with positive reinforcement from a bunch of people whose honest opinion on me ranged anywhere from neutral to slightly positive. In the meantime, I'll be looking in my attic for new video ideas. But if you see me in your attic, that's just a conspicuously Andrew-shaped rat.